Guys, more stories are starting right now for you. We are live on our YouTube.
Coming to you live from Plot 249, Gaba Road. Hot on the heels. Fast, reliable, and informative. Agagwira wo, gasokira wano, gatibanagafuna. Agagwira wo, 100.2 Galaxy FM.
We have a lot of stories for you. I'm joined by Pamela Isamata Choma, and one of the things that have really caught my attention is the fine for whoever is going to be caught vandalizing electricity.
It's a crazy fine.
But anyhow, let's start with which story now. Which one?
Well, Finance Ministry
Yes.
is asking for 319 billion. Remember, in the last financial year, that was 2021, this financial year, 2021-2022, they requested for 348 billion for Dubois Hospital, specialized hospital, and the construction works have since stalled. If you go there for 3 years since 2019, when the project was supposed to start, nothing.
Yep.
So MPs are bitter with it. They are saying, why is the Ministry of Finance wanting us to approve another 319 billion when even they can't account for the 348 billion that was first given to them? So some of the MPs like the Igara West MP, then there's the MP for Kazo, then Mwanga Chivumbi, the Utambala MP, they are talking about it. They're saying that they should stall. They should stall, the government should halt releasing, or MPs should not release this money to the Ministry of Finance to give an investor, because there's a private investor who was given the money to construct. But according to the treasurer for the Ministry of Finance, Secretary to Treasury, or let's say Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Finance, Ramadan Ngobi, he says that the work stalled because of the landscape. It was hard, and there were also rains. That is why the work has stalled. But he also says we already made a commitment to the investor to keep giving. So there's no, we cannot give her the money.
But this money is outrageous. Extra 319 billion.
It wouldn't be outrageous because the purpose is valid. The only problem is if the works are not going on, because why am I throwing money to something that has stalled?
If I tell you I'm doing a project and I tell you it's going to cost me 100 million, and then I come and I'm asking for an extra 90 million. Why didn't I include that 90 million in the budget? What has changed along the way? I don't know.
No, the money is supposed to be given each financial year. Like,
but this is extra.
This
is extra, isn't it?
Yes.
It's not in the initial budget. It's extra.
Yeah.
It's outrageous. If you're asking for extra.
No, there is no problem. Me, I don't have a problem with you asking for extra, because we all want a health system that is,
if you're asking
very
for
good.
extra, ask for 20 million, 50 million, 319 billion.
This is a big project, but it would not be bad if the works were ongoing. If people would see what exactly is happening. But for 3 years, nothing is happening, and then you want the extra money.
Exactly. My problem is with the extra. But we want to know what you think. We are live on our YouTube, Galaxy FM/TV. This is a Gagwirawo. Kuchikomika umuzebbiri Galaxy FM Kwoli. Away from that.
Locals in Mukono want their landlords to get tenants who they know, not strangers. So muntu ajana and says, I want to rent a house, and landlord amwe nyumba. Why? Because there's a woman who was killed yesterday. Yes, the woman was killed yesterday by a man who police is hunting for. Is only identified as Isma. This woman is a surveyor in Ginger City. So Isma has been her boyfriend. And Isma called her brother and told her, you know what, your sister is dead. Go to the house and pick her up. So the brother goes to the house, finds it locked. He calls him again and says, are you serious? The house is even locked. He shows him where the key is, tells him the key is in this particular spot. Pick it, open. You'll find the lifeless body of your sister. So that's exactly what this guy did. He found the lifeless body of the sister.
Oh my God.
So following this incident, locals cannot trace back who this guy is, what he does, and yet he was a tenant Yeah, so that's what they're speaking about.
Kansala Kaddu, kansala akiikira ekitundu kino ku mukono municipality kirimu ennyanvu nnyo olw'ekikolwa kino ekyatuuse ku mutuuze munnaffe batugambyeko nti boyfriend we buli jjajja lwalumu ku kitundu kino okuba nti tulina ku kitundu abantu be tutamanyi era bwe nkubira omulanga balandiroodi mubeere okuba nga mufaayo nnyo okulaba nti abapangisa bammwe mubanjula ku bumu bw'obuyinza kubanga tukuba enkiiko bulijjo wano ku kyalo balandiroodi tebaleeta bapangisa baabwe kubanjula ku mwerosi kubanga n'omuvuka tetumumanyi.
Obuvubuka bannange ebiyagayaga byate byebisusa ate obungi era mbakuutira abavubuka bannange abatannawasa oba abawasa musooke ebiyagayaga byomubiza ebbali mukole ebintu ebibazimba ate ne balandiroodi mulekeraawo leeta abapangisa bemutamanyi tobuvindi bakuwadde ssente olyoke ndi ozikwate oteeke mu nsawo ogambe yingira nga toyanjudde mu mpangisa ki ku kitundu.
But in the places where we rent, you have to present like a letter from the LC or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which places?
Where
Maybe those are affluent places. Negenda wansi mu ghetto, like even in ordinary houses, moderate homes, you come with a
chairman
you come
wakatundu abakumanya ino banga akumanya gamba ha obuvubuka bwabo kubibwa pate budda saa 12 ez'okumakya naye tubumanyi.
There are tenants who can live in a place for 2 to 3 years. Nga chairman tabamanyi. He does not know them.
This is a very, very, very
valid thing.
Yeah.
But it is hard to implement. It is hard to implement.
It isn't. If a landlord says landlords
want money. That's the bottom line. It's a business.
Yeah, I mean, so but at least when you tell me that I'm from Barara, this is my village, this is what I'm doing.
What if I'm lying?
It's okay. You've given me something on record. I have something to present.
No, but usually landlords are what they want is a tenant who is going to pay them money. So they do not, they don't care whether you're a thief, or you're a murderer, or you are whatever you are.
This is a Gagwira happening in the country right now. There's a penalty for buli nana kwatibwanga just osonga mbosonzi. Anything to do with electricity. If you touch it and you are caught, you're going to be fined 1 billion.
Yes. 1 billion. Okay, yesterday there was a proposal yesterday about this thing, and the proposal was to increase the fine from 100,000 to 4 million. But then MPs said no, we need a deterrent, like something that will just kick out people who are involved in vandalizing electricity wires, poles, witchy. So they came up and they amended the electricity amendment bill for vandalism. They say 15 years in jail, or you pay 1 billion. 1 billion was for now. Like really, it is something that is
We'll keep you guys posted, but I think it's because
and they are actually expensive because you can find something costing 300 million and someone sells it again and ajitundanga scrap.
Exactly.
You understand? So you have reduced 300 million to scrap. Actually, the government loses, I think, about 6 trillion every year in vandalized electricity things, infrastructure. It's their business. They make money out of it.
However, from that, let's go to Kenya. Now, there's an interesting developing story in Kenya. Universities,
abortion crisis in Kenya. Just like Uganda, abortions are illegal in Kenya. Their constitution doesn't
We are not yet into a crisis. Kenya, it's a crisis.
It's a crisis.
You know what a crisis means? It has sused.
Yeah. According to the hospital in Kenyatta, they say they receive about 10 girls every day. Some of them come with most of them actually come with post-abortion complications. They have had abortion the wrong way and then they come with complications. Then there's a doctor who is also in one of the hospitals called Dr. Gideon Kiprono. He says in his clinic, he receives about 20 patients a day. And he quotes, I receive calls from students asking me if I could prescribe drugs for them. That's on a daily basis. And then they come to us bleeding, and most of them lie that they don't know that they were pregnant. They come bleeding and say, I don't know why I'm bleeding, but it is, an abortion gone wrong. So, and according to some of the students who were spoken to, they say that they have issues. Their boyfriends do not want to use protection. They want to do things, Hey, that's how they want to do stuff, and then the girls, some of them are desperate for money, and they end up just falling for whatever comes, and that's how the pregnancies are increasing, and abortions. About 12,000 pregnant abortions gone wrong were recorded in Kenya in the last 3 months.
It's a crisis.
Yeah.
Jesus.
This is 100.2 Galaxy FM. Zzina.
The morning is beautiful. Wawaina ichi kute squeeze chona.